Intro. About 7 seconds. 7, 6.
Yeah, I'm tightened up. Y'all better tighten up.
What's up, guys? John here, Titan Lifestyle with Big Dru.
Titan Lifestyle, it's Friday. I'm back. I was a little bit under the weather last week with all this flu stuff going around, but I feel great. That IV helped a lot, so I'm ready to go.
Yeah. So we got a great show for you guys. We got a lot of different things we're going to bring up this Friday about some of the therapies, summer goals, the big Dru Lift Party with Titan Medical Center. We're going to be in the house. Therapy of the week, Thymosin Alpha 1, game changer, why it is a game changer. Arnold Convention, shut down this year.
Yeah.
Coronavirus, all over the place, all right? VapoShower. So I've been using that a lot lately. I'll kind of show you guys what that is. I brought it with me again. I'm trying to get these little new things and bring these out and kind of show you that. VapoShower. Yeah, Vicks VapoShower, dude. Schools and companies shut down in Seattle doing remote work right now, and the schools are being shut down.
Yeah, Washington County, right?
Yeah, man.
I think there's 60,000 people that
crazy
aren't at work.
All the big tech companies out there, they sent their employees home. They're directing them to work from home.
Yeah.
Students not being able to go to school.
Yeah.
They're at home doing remote schooling. So that's going to be a big thing. Tony Romo, $17 million in 5 years, and is not even playing football. Over $180 million contract. Ridiculous.
Why?
Oh, yeah. So we're going to get into this and get into a lot more. So stay tuned with us right now. Let's get into it. So laying a helping hand, right? I mean, that's a big one, I think, out there. A lot of people miss out on.
Yeah, it's huge. A lot of people don't realize how much they can affect somebody in a good way. A lot of people have certain connections, whether it's they get free clothing or they get free food or they know a mechanic or they have a yard guy or whatever. It's always good to lend a little bit of a helping hand or give somebody a hookup if you can.
Yeah.
I'm in a position where I can go to a lot of gyms and a lot of events, and I have the opportunity to be able to go and go backstage and stuff.
Yeah.
So at times, if I have an extra pass, if it's a kid or someone just that doesn't have the money to get in, I try to okay, he's with me, bring him back. It might change his life a lot.
Yeah.
I was there once going to these shows where I was kind of pissed off because I'm bigger than everybody at the show, but I gotta pay to get in and I have to pay to go backstage, and it's kind of like VIP this and that. But I mean, if you guys are in a position where you could help somebody out, whether you get free supplements or free clothing, that's why you guys always see me giving away free stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I get the stuff for free, so why not give it back? I was that guy one time where I was like, if I had a T-shirt, it was like the biggest deal. If I got like a protein company's T-shirt, I'd wear it to the gym every day. It was like the biggest deal. Now I have cases of them, I give them away.
Right.
But at the same time, it's always good to lend a helping hand. If you're at the store, whether someone needs the groceries carried or what, it always comes back.
Absolutely.
It always comes back.
Absolutely.
If you guys are a bartender, give someone a shot for free once in a while. Everything always comes back and lend a helping hand. You'd be surprised how much people have stuff collecting dust at their house that's like a fortune to someone else.
Absolutely.
That they're not even using. So
one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Exactly. So if you guys can help people out, do it. You'll feel a lot better. It always comes back. A lot of times people have services or things that they're not even using. If you guys can just give them away, I mean, it'll help a lot. So it's always good to lend a helping hand, whether it's through service or they're just giving stuff away. Right. It always comes back. I mean, why let it collect dust if someone else could use it?
Absolutely. Even giving your time, man. So, I know Big Dru or me, we'll stop, we'll talk to people. They want to come up, they want to ask questions about different things, and that might help them out a little bit. Whatever it is, like he said, it could be anything from hooking them up with maybe a service that you're maybe not using, helping them out, talking to them about something, taking them backstage, taking a picture with some people. I mean, I'm still humble to this day. Someone wants to wear one of my shirts, so they want to take a picture. I'm like, oh man, that's awesome. And I'm really happy about it. And like you said, it comes back to you. So, I really believe in karma. Karma is a big thing for me. So do right, do what you would want to be done to you. That's kind of like the golden rule, man. Treat others like you want somebody to treat you.
Yeah, it feels great too. When you do, or even like John said, even giving someone talking to someone.
Yeah.
A lot of personal trainers, a lot of nutritionists or coaches, they make you pay just to talk to them.
Yeah.
I mean, to a certain extent, you have to charge people if you're putting in too much work.
Right.
But I mean, 5 minutes of my time, if I'm not in the middle of working out with somebody, to give them nutritional advice, they just starting out, how to lose weight, how to stay healthy, that stuff means a lot. And I always hear I always get DMs and stuff in my messenger or emails. Hey, especially now that Arnold's going on.
Yeah.
I'm not out there, I'm here, but I have people messaging me from a few years back. Hey, man, I remember when I used to see you, and thanks for taking the time out to talk to me. I watch your videos. I mean, that stuff is the reason why I do this.
Absolutely,
so, I mean,
man.
it
Absolutely.
helps a lot, guys. Don't charge for, I mean, it's good to charge for training, but some people are like, hey, what type of protein do you think I should use?
Right.
I do meal plans for this amount of money. Like, come on now. Like, it's not that serious.
Yeah, man. I agree with you. Thank you guys for all tuning in. Johnny, new patient, been with you a month. Been with us a month. So far, so good.
Nice.
Thank you for everything. We appreciate you. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I appreciate Antonio. I seen was on here. Gonna get with him later on today. Antonio Howard. Love your life feeds. Thank you, Jason from New York. We appreciate it. Yeah, Peyton Manning, he's getting a deal here. We'll go over that later. But yeah, that's awesome, man. So back to what Dru was saying. So if somebody asks you something, you know, at least give them an answer, let them help them out a little bit.
Yeah.
Now some people do take advantage of that too. So you know, if you help them out, like, and they'll ask you a question, and they ask you a question, and they going every day. It's like at that point, you know, it might build up a little bit. But help people out. At least give them some free information. Help them out with, you know, whatever they're trying to ask you for. You might make a real impact on that person, or might take them out of a bad place too.
Right.
You know, I've had people that, you know, they talk to me and they say, listen, I'm in a bad place. This has happened to me. I'm depressed. I'm down. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've had actually some people said they were going to take their lives. You know, and I take that very serious at that point. Like, you know, suicide's a big thing right now. Depression's a huge thing right now. So you never know how you're going to affect somebody permanently. So at that point, just take that in consideration. You know, you can make somebody's day. Like I said, whether it's an old person taking their groceries out, whether you help them out in the gym. So that's a big one, man. That's a really great topic, Dru. I'm all aboard with that. Yeah. So let's go into Titan AOD 9604, fat burner for weight loss.
If you guys don't know what the AOD is, it's basically advanced obesity drug.
Right.
They invented it for people, pretty much for people that's obese.
Right.
You guys hear this stuff about ECA. You hear this stuff about all these fat burners. Those stuff work great for people that are already in shape or pretty much at an average weight.
Right.
AOD is for stuff, you know, people maybe 50, 100, even 100 pounds, 200 pounds plus overweight.
Yep.
It's going to help them a lot. So it basically kind of works like growth hormone.
Yep.
The stuff that burns fat and growth hormone, AOD does that as well.
Yep. But
you're not going to get the muscle building effects. You're not going to get the crazy IGF explode where you're going to gain the weight.
Exactly.
You're going to actually lose weight from taking this this drug. And it is, you know, it's a Titan drug, so you know it's good.
Absolutely.
But anybody out there, I had a couple people on Facebook, a couple people on Instagram asking me questions about obesity because they saw some of this post I was doing. I hate obesity. I want to stop.
Yep. That's an
all this stuff going around about the coronavirus and how dangerous it is. But obesity killed 300,000 people last year. What do? They come up with a new flavor of fucking Doritos.
It's true.
I mean,
man.
come on now. Like it needs to be fixed. So
Yeah.
AOD is great for anybody who's out there that's obese. We got stuff for you too. It's not just all about getting shredded and getting lean and abs and stuff. We got stuff for everybody. So if you guys want to check out the AOD stuff, check it out. John could probably break it down a little more scientific than I can.
So,
stuff is great.
So basically AOD is the sequence chain of growth hormone as far as fat loss properties. Now, the best thing about AOD is that you're not going to get the negative side effects. So you're not going to get insulin spikes. You're not going to get glucose spikes. So that was one thing. Hyperglycemia and stuff like that could happen. You're not going to have any of the IGF spikes as far as that goes. So that was really what it was really made for. It was really made for just the targeting of weight loss and to help obese people, you know, hopefully get that down, you know, because that's a big thing. Now, you know, diet, obviously exercise is going to be a part of this. It's not something you're going to take and be a miracle drug that's just going to make you skinny.
Right.
So, and it's going to be taken over time. So it's not a 1 month type therapy. It's something you continually take on for 3 to 6 months, at least to see some really, really good results. And including, you know, your diet, your training, you know, that you need, and the sleep, you're going to get some great results from it. And usually, you know, a lot of our patients have gotten a lot of great results from it. So AOD 9604, advanced obesity drug, has been really, really good as far as that with patients and help. What up, Sydney? How you doing? And Johnny, we are revamping the website right now, so you're going to have a list of all the new therapies that are on there as far as all the peptides and stuff, because that's not on the website right now. Yeah. So we've been working diligently like that so we can get that information up for you guys so you guys can check it out and see what it's all about. So yeah, so AOD 9604, advanced obesity drug. If you're overweight or obese, this is a good option or therapy for you guys as far as that goes. And you can pair it with ECA Stack Plus too. Okay. So you can double team these things. So excuse me. At that point, you get energy. You can get some weight loss from the ECAs, right? It can help you maybe get some motivation as far as that goes. And the AOD 9604 is going to work internally as far as helping you break down the fat in your body. That's kind of what it does, which is really cool. And in the next couple of weeks, we might even be introducing another therapy, and it's FDA approved.
Okay.
And it was made for HIV patients, because HIV patients, and I don't want to say what it is yet, but HIV patients basically, with some of the drugs that they take, actually puts on visceral fat on their stomach. Now, usually HIV patients
Puts it on?
Puts it on.
Okay.
So they're starting to get visceral fat in just the stomach area because of some of these drugs.
Right.
So there was an FDA approved drug that attacks just visceral fat. It's really a game changer.
Huge.
It's a really expensive drug because of what it is, and, HIV and all that.
Right.
But it is a really good one. So we will bring that out very, very shortly. And I'll tell you what it is. It's testosterone.
Now, just to cut you off real quick.
Yeah.
He's talking about visceral fat. What exactly is that? Because people are probably watching. They're like, okay, what type of fat is? They think all fat is created equal,
Right.
So what exactly is visceral fat?
So visceral fat is fat that's around your stomach area, your stomach lining, around the intestine areas and
So
stuff
the
like
love
that.
handle, so to speak.
Love handles, right in your belly portion. So right here to the
Okay.
center going across is your visceral fat, and that's kind of what it is. So at that point, when you can break that down, that's where a lot of people's problems is too. It's visceral fat around the stomach area or lining of the intestinal area.
Okay.
So when you're breaking that down, usually that's what people really want to do is love handle, stomach area, and this will help tremendously as far as that goes. Plus, it will help as far as fat deposits around the body too. So it's a really, really good one. Ever take ECA? So ECA Stack Plus, of course, that's one of our best therapies here. Ephedrine, caffeine, aspirin, B12, and chromium. We have all different doses because people have different levels of sensitivity to stimulants. And some people can tolerate a little bit more or need a little bit more or a little less. So that's why we customize that therapy for you guys and give you guys, we have different options for our patients. So really, really cool.
Very clean, too. The energy you get from ECA is very clean. I heard someone the other day asking me if it's similar to, I'm not going to say the name, but it was one of those infomercials that you used to see all the time about a weight loss pill. They asked me if it's similar. I said, hell no.
Right.
Because that thing is chemicals. It's going to get your heart rate up. It's not approved.
Right.
That's why they took it off the shelf.
Right.
So this is not jitters. This is not, it's clean energy. Like I can't really, it's just clean energy. You're not going to get jittery.
No
You're
heart
not going to get the tingling in your
palpitations.
face.
Yeah.
A lot of times people take pre-workout powders and they get that itchiness in the face because of high dose niacin and stuff.
Yeah.
I got to shave my head again
Yep.
because the prick will come right back.
Yep.
You're not going to get any of that with this, but it's clean energy.
So question about the price for ECA. So ECA Stack Plus starts at about $99 and up for the month. So at that point, it just depends on the dose and the quantity and everything that's prescribed to you. But, and that's for the different doses. So it doesn't matter if you get the lower dose or the higher dose, same price as far as that goes for you guys. Because we didn't want to be like, oh, well, this guy's taking a little bit less, this guy's taking a little bit more as far as the dose-wise we needed it and have to have a price for them.
Yeah.
We had a package across the board, so that's for the patient. So $99 and up, that's where it starts. It's very clean, very effective. You don't need to do blood work for it. So that, all you have to do is fill out the new patient paperwork. You're going to see our medical provider, our pharmacies, and not mine, but the pharmacies, U.S. licensed pharmacies that we use will ship directly to you guys. So that's another benefit for you guys, and you guys can get this. You cannot get this over the counter. So this is not ephedrine extract. This is ephedrine HCl. So this is only prescribed. It was taken off the market. You usually could before, they had the Magnums.
The truck stops.
And,
The truck stops.
yeah. Usually get them, and at that point, I know, before they got banned and taken off the market, I know people who would go and buy suitcases of this stuff.
Yeah.
They'd go around and buy all these stores out, man, so that they have the supply.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do that, and you don't have to put together your own chemical mix. So the big one that I hear out there that people are like, well, why don't you just take Broncaid, man? You can throw in some caffeine with it.
Because you don't have a sinus problem.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have the lung problem.
Exactly. I mean, the whole thing about it is this. You're not getting decongestant medications in with our ECA Stack Plus. You're not getting these extra things that they throw into Broncaid. Yes, you get some little bit of ephedrine in there. You could add the caffeine in there, the aspirin in there, and stuff like that. You're also getting chromium B12 along with this. So that's going to add the fat burning properties. It's going to boost your metabolism naturally and give you more natural energy. So that's really, really where it's at. And you know exactly the purity of it. You're not having to mix things together. You're not getting stomach aches because some of those decongestant medications can cause stomach aches too, or make you feel a little weird.
Or it's going to weaken your immune system. If you guys are taking Broncat every single day, what happens when you need it? Now you're going to have to either take more of it or something else.
Yes.
So it's like you don't want to drink a bottle of NyQuil to go to bed.
No.
You want to just figure out how you can get better sleep. So I mean, you don't need the decongestant in the NyQuil. You don't need the antihistamine in the NyQuil.
Absolutely.
All you need to be is sleep. So why take all the extra? And just to touch base too, he said $99 a month. Guys, that's dirt cheap. Because if you think about pre-workout, good pre-workouts, maybe $50, $60 for 30 servings.
Yep.
Maybe, you know, depending on... ECA is pretty much the same price as pre-workout.
Yep.
But you're not getting the heartburn. You're not getting all that stuff. And you're getting, I believe it's what? 30 doses?
Yeah.
For this, you get it. You pretty
30
much take
capsules?
it every single day.
Yeah.
So you guys don't take pre-workout every single day. You shouldn't take it every day. But I mean, you could take the ECA every single day.
Absolutely.
So I mean, the caffeine's only 200, so you could take it every day. I wouldn't suggest taking it multiple times a day.
Yep.
I just wouldn't suggest it. You know, take it when you need the energy.
Yeah.
You know, don't take it before bed, obviously.
No, you don't want to do that, and that's the thing. Like, it won't keep you up all night long. So if you took it, like, let's say 5 or 6 o'clock before your training session, you're gonna be good. Another thing it'll substitute out is that if you're drinking a whole bunch of coffee, if you're drinking a whole bunch of energy drinks, like, because most of those guys are taking pre-workouts and stuff like that, they're drinking a lot of the energy drinks, you know, whether it be like, you know, the major ones that you see, or the sports drinking ones. You know, at that point, so you can substitute that out, and you're not getting all those garbage fillers in there, or possible carcinogenics that you're drinking down and stuff like that. So it's really, really good. And yes, guys, we are very passionate about this, about what me and Dru are talking about right here. We live it, we go through it every day, and that's why we want to bring these topics up to you guys, because we think it's going to add some benefit for you guys. It's obviously added benefit for us, and we've seen other people get a lot of benefits from these things. So at that point, we think that you guys would definitely take advantage of this information, use this stuff for your benefit. All right, so beef for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I am all aboard that boat,
I know he's going to be all. This guy's the biggest carnivore in the world.
Man.
I've been hearing a lot of stuff about beef. Beef is the new thing now. I've been doing beef for over 10 years now. When I didn't have the money, I just did cheap ground beef and rice all day long.
That's what it was.
But now I just stuck with it. I mean, now I can afford a little bit better beef, but I still eat the same beef. I mean, just drain the grease out. You guys got 80-20 beef? You don't have to get the 93, the 90, the skinny beef that's like $10 a pound. Buy the 80-20 and just strain it out as you're cooking it. Now you're bringing it up to like a 90%. But anyways, beef is what I've been eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's what I have a lot of my clients eat for multiple meals throughout the day. You got creatine, you got zinc, you got real protein. It's a lot better than the powders. There's no time of day that it's wrong to eat beef.
No.
For me, for anybody, pretty much. They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so why not eat a good quality meat? You can have beef with some whole eggs, maybe avocado. Lunch, you can maybe do some rice and some more beef, little veggies. And then maybe dinner, if you guys are low carb, you could just do veggies and beef. But pretty much beef is a staple in my diet. I feel like it should be the staple in a lot of people's diet. Bodybuilders, they always do the chicken and the fish. It used to be fish and chicken. Now it's leaning more towards turkey and beef. But I've experimented with myself doing ground chicken every single day for 30 days. Ground beef every single day for 30 days. And I actually feel better and leaner off the beef. Chicken just doesn't work with my stomach for some reason. But guys, don't be afraid to eat red meat. Get quality red meat if you can. If you can't, again, just get the 80-20 and drain the grease out as you're cooking it. Keep an eye on it. As soon as it starts bubbling, drain it in the sink. As soon as it starts bubbling, just keep draining it, or use a strainer. Or when you're done, throw it in the strainer, let it sit for a while. Let it naturally drip all that grease out. But if you want to bulk, leave that grease in there.
You can
leave the grease in there, mix it in with your rice, get a little bit more flavor to it. So beef is good. Beef is not bad. Get quality beef if you can. You don't have to eat chicken. You don't have to eat fish. Just get a good meat and you'll be ready to go. Don't be afraid to eat it whenever you want to eat it too.
So Scotty, yes, you can take the ECAs with the AOD 9604. I know we covered that before. Going back to the beef portion, dude, I am a carnivore. Like I'm a carnivore. I'm old school caveman. I will eat steak or beef and potatoes or white rice all day long. Even some pastas and stuff like that. You know, I throw in the mix. And like you said, you don't have to buy the most expensive. Now, if you can afford it and stuff like that, great. You know, you can get those fillets and stuff like that. But there's other ways to do it. And I made some videos about how you can do it in your local supermarket. So you can literally go down there, talk to the person that's cutting the meat down there. It's the butcher of the supermarket. And literally talk to them. But hey, listen, I want to get these steaks, 8 ounces, 10 ounces, whatever you want, cut, and you want the leanest possible cuts. And if you throw that dude $20, I'm telling you, he'll cut you up as many as you want. He'll cut them as lean as possible for you guys, and exactly, the weight that you want. So if you say, hey, listen, I need to have, 38 ounce fillets. Like, he'll go down there. I've had him cut before. What I would do is Publix, every week they have a different beef that's on sale. One week it's New York strips, one week it's fillets, and it's almost half the price. So if you go down there, because it's usually in the paper, or you can go online and check it out. And most supermarkets around the country run these type of specials. You can go in there and you can get it for half the price. You can actually throw the rest of it in the freezer. So let's say you want to get a month's worth of food, you could do it and just defrost it out. And at that point you can put it in the the broiler, or however you're going to cook it. Bake it, grill it, whatever, and at that point you have food for you guys. So it's a really, really good one. And man, like he was saying, you get most of your nutrients and creatine and all these. It's got the best amino acid profile out of all the foods that you're going to take in. As far as that goes.
Nothing like beef and eggs. It's aminos.
It is, everything. Man. You're talking about protein. So, and even you're talking about bulking. If you want to bulk, you want to increase protein intake. This is probably the best way to do it. So, you're going to gain some size, you're going to gain some strength, you're going to get everything you need, pretty much. So, that's a big one, man. I'm agreeing with you 100%. There's a lot of people out there that go against the grain with that, plant-based and all this. But
see,
one thing is what it is.
One problem you guys might have, like myself, is if you have sensitive teeth, all the chewing of the steak, it's tougher. It's hard to chew beef. You guys can grind it, just like what he said when you go to the grocery store. You could buy steaks. You could buy whatever type of meat you want. Bring it right to the guy and say, can you ground this? Oh, yeah. He'll grind it for you. So you could have steaks, you could have fillets, you could have flank, whatever type of steaks you have. T-bone, even T-bone, you can take the bone up. He can grind it up. So they'll grind it. They don't charge you for that. They'll grind it up for you. So now if you have that with your rice, it's a lot easier to spoon it down. You can make a bowl, put some sauce on it. It's a lot easier than just chewing on steak all day long, because if you have sensitive teeth, your jaw is actually going to be sore from chewing all day long. Oh, yeah. But you just grind it up. That's why I do I did a lot of ground chicken when I was doing shows. I knew you a lot of ground turkey. Because I hate chewing on that ground. I hate chewing on the dry chicken breast. Yeah. So you grind it, mix it with the rice. Now it gives it more moisture, and it actually cooks better too, because it actually cooks all the way around. Nice. So if you want to grind your steaks, it looks just like ground beef. It eats just like ground beef, so that's another option you have too. You're
welcome, Scotty. What do you think about air fryers? Because air fryers, that was brought up. Do you use an air fryer?
Nah.
I've tried them.
Never tried it.
I've tried them. Now, for me, they didn't cook all the way through on some of the things, and that was my big thing. Now on steaks and stuff like that, I never tried an air fryer. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Depends on what you're doing. Honestly.
I've tried some potatoes and stuff like that to put in the air fryer and stuff. And listen, technology advances every day, so they might make something a lot better now than when I did 3 or 4 years ago when I tried the air fryer. Yeah, it's like an air fryer. You go in there they even got a fast food Evo place down here. It's healthy fast food, and what they do is they air fry everything. They air fry chicken nuggets and French fries and stuff like that. It doesn't have grease.
No grease at all.
No grease.
And it fries them. It really does.
Listen.
That'd probably be good for fish.
There's definitely some things out there I think you can utilize it with, at that point. So I just don't take advantage of it because, I'm being honest with you, my diet is pretty limited.
I don't eat fried foods like that. So I really...
It cooks it, but for me, listen, man, I'm only going to eat steaks, and I'm not going to put them really in the air fryer. So, and baked potatoes, I don't cook like that. But I have tried the potatoes in there. It just wasn't cooked thoroughly for me, I guess. It just wasn't my thing. So, but listen, there's a lot of people out there using them. Like I said, technology advances every day, so there might be a lot better things about that.
Yeah, whatever works.
I'm not feeling this Beyond Meat craze. What's your opinion on that? Feeling this Beyond Meat craze. Okay, so.
That's that burger that they have.
Possible burgers and stuff. All right, so let's get into that. Let's talk about it because we've actually looked this up. I know me and R have talked about this quite a bit and went over what they have in these things. So you're talking about something that is going to replicate meat and taste wise, look wise, and there's a lot of people out there say, hey, it doesn't taste that bad or it tastes okay.
But is it healthy?
Well, you're increasing soy, which is going to increase estrogen in the body, right? Estrogen like compound. So. We might be doing a lot more worse than good in this, and we have no idea how long have these burgers been around. Not too long, guys. Everybody's looking for a substitute for meat. Well, the reason they're looking for that is because actually the consumption of meat has went up tremendously around the world, and at that point, there is not going to be enough meat for people that want to eat meat. So that's the thing. Like if you look at it,
or there's going to be a whole bunch of cloning and fake meat,
they
just have to produce it.
Well, here's the thing: is what their big thing is that cows have to eat or graze off of so much land, and when like they eat a lot more off the ground than what we would get out of them. So it's actually having to take up more of the the earth to feed these animals and less to feed us that we're going to get out of them. Plus emissions. Yeah. So, you've got these, the gas emissions and stuff like that as far as that wrecking us. So, at that point, listen, I'm going to stick to eating meat. It is what it is. And if anybody wants to do the other thing, that's totally up to them. But it is what it is.
It's when they try to make like vegan stuff into meat. Like why even do that?
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
Into like meat?
Yes.
Some of the vegan stuff tastes pretty good, but every time I eat it, some of the vegan stuff tastes real not a lot.
Yeah.
But 5 minutes later, I'm starving.
Yeah.
I would literally spend hundreds of dollars a day
just not fulfilling.
Just trying to eat all that stuff.
Right.
There's a place close by here. They got vegan everything. It's so good. The burger, everything.
Yeah.
The first time I had it, I didn't know it was vegan burger. I'm eating the whole. Man, this is so good. This burger's so good. After one of the girls at work, she's like, "Oh, you went to the vegan place? Oh, that's a vegan place?"
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't even know. Then next thing you know, 10 minutes later, my stomach starts growling. I feel like I didn't eat. I was like, I just wasted my money. So I don't know. I mean, I'll definitely lose weight off of it.
So, Jason, let me see here. Beyond Meat is a laxative. That's messed up. Johnny, don't mean to repeat yourself. All right, so if there's a solution coming for the forecasted lack of HCG due to the new farm regulations.
That's a big one.
Okay, so here's what's going on with that, because I've got a lot of questions about it. And I was actually, somebody wrote me yesterday when I was out in the gym, and they said, hey, did you guys put this out or whatever? So here's what's going on. 10 years ago, the FDA decided that they were going to put in place that HCG was going to be a biological medication. Now, the other biological medications you guys might think of are insulin and human growth hormone. These are underneath a biological category. This means you need a biological license to make it. It's very expensive to do. So we use compounding pharmacies for a lot of the different medications because we're combining different medications. We're compounding HCG, so it's a lot cheaper. There's two different ways you can get it. You can get it compounded and you can get it manufactured. What that means is a compounding pharmacy can compound it, or a manufacturer like Eli Lilly, or if one of these huge pharmaceutical companies, Pfizer, can produce the HCG. Now these big companies, there's only 4 of them out there right now that have the biological license. They're producing HCG. The difference between the two is that you're talking about 3 to 4 times the cost for HCG. That's why we always went with compounded, because we want to pass on the savings to the patient. So 10 years ago, this went into place and it said, listen, in 10 years, and March 23rd, no compounding pharmacies are going to be able to compound HCG anymore. So what we did was we put out to the patients in a text message or when they call in and told them, hey, listen, HCG, we don't know how long these compounding pharmacies are going to have stock. Because all what these guys did is they bought up a whole bunch of the raw product of HCG and they're compounding as much of it as possible right now. So after March 23rd, they'll still have stock left. Who knows how long it's going to last. So we wanted to let our patients know. Somebody has been using our text messages as a marketing ploy saying that we are running out of HCG and they have it still. So guys, don't fall for the hype. And yes, we have different solutions in place for HCG for all of our patients, whether it be the manufactured version, which might be a little bit more expensive, but we'll have it. We're also working on 2 other solutions that ignite the luteinizing hormone in the brain down to the testicles, because that's what we use HCG with for testosterone replacement therapy. We're mimicking the luteinizing hormone from the brain to the testicles to make sure that that signal stays on so your testicles don't go through atrophy, they don't go through shrinkage, you don't have low semen production, and everything is good, right? So don't worry. If you're a patient with Titan Medical Center, trust me, I take this stuff. I've been on it for 10 years. I'm not going to let you guys down. Don't worry about it. But we at least want to let you guys know, we're educated. The other clinics and stuff out there, they haven't said anything because they're going to wait till it's all gone and they'll be like, hey, listen, sorry, we don't have anything else. And at that point, they might have another substitute or something they're going to use. I don't know. But at that point, I want at least to be transparent with you guys and you guys know what's going on because that's what it's all about,
Now,
man.
if they want to pay more, can they pay more?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah, so what's going to
So
happen?
if you guys, I assume that, but I just want to throw that in there. In other words, if you guys want to pay a little bit better for the big lab stuff, we can still do that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can still do that. So
Absolutely.
if you guys love the HCG, this and that, you don't want to take an alternative route that we're going to give you, you can still get the HCG, which might cost a little more.
Absolutely.
It's basically like comparing if you go to CVS, you buy ibuprofen or you buy the Advil because Advil's the big brand, or acetaminophen is the generic, or you buy Tylenol as the big name, you pay for the big name. If you want to still get ACG, if that's your thing, you can still get it.
Yeah.
It's going to cost just a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
From a reputable company, from a huge reputable company.
That's what it is. And, you know, and we use manufacturer Nastrazol already, too, so we don't use compounded Nastrazol. So that'll be another manufactured product. And somebody said, well, is testosterone going to go away? Listen, compounded testosterone is probably not going to go away because the way that we do it is we don't make a manufactured product. Everything's a blend, possibly, or made differently. So that's why they do that. But let's say, they say, you know, Big Pharma say, you know what, we want to take this over, too. Guys, you guys will just get manufactured testosterone, manufactured Nastrazol, manufactured HCG. Yeah. The price might be affected, and we'll pass on the savings of whatever we get. But don't worry, I've already been in talks with all these big supply chains as far as that goes, and we are covered 110%. Because I'm not going to let myself down, or you guys.
And sometimes, believe it or not, when it goes through that process, you guys might actually like it better. Because depending on if it's injection, if it's oil-based, water-based, some of the huge companies, the oil that they use for their injectables is a little bit thicker oil. It has a little bit more bite to it. So some of the compound places are actually, they use a different oil. And if they use a different oil that's specific to that location as opposed to the whole, you know, Pfizer has all this one kind. Sometimes that stuff can actually work a little bit better. And you get a little bit less injection, a little bit less pain in injections and stuff. So it can go good one way if the big company, but you're barely just paying for like a big name. Or it could actually be better. Because I've used quality big name testosterone, and I've used the other stuff, and some of the other stuff coming from the smaller clinics is actually smoother than the big stuff. You
So
know?
the big thing, this is already went in place too. So this, I'm glad you brought this up. So this is a really good one. So FDA brought down rules that you can't compound certain things, right? So these compounding pharmacies can't compound certain things. One is grapeseed oil. And let me tell you what the big thing with grapeseed oil is. Because manufactured testosterone is made in grapeseed oil. So when you get it from Pfizer or Watson, it's made in grapeseed oil. So the compounding pharmacy had to either go to sesame seed oil, MCT oil. There's another oil that's very smooth and at that point, very clear and very smooth. So that's kind of where it is. So don't worry, guys. Don't flip out. We got you guys. We'll take care of you guys. If you guys have any more questions, you guys can always call or text us, 727-389-3220. All right? So let's talk about the therapy of the week. So therapy of the week is alpha-Thymosin Alpha-1. All right? So you guys are like, what the heck is Thymosin Alpha-1 or TA1? And I always say it's an immune system modulator, right? And people are like, what is an immune system modulator? So let's talk about Thymosin Alpha-1. First off, it's FDA approved. And the manufacturer name is Zadaxin, Z-A-D-A-X-I-N. And this is really, really cool. So they use this in adjunctive therapy for cancer patients with the chemotherapy. So the way that it works is that you have two different types of T cells in the body. You have helper cells and you have killer cells. And what the killer cells do is they track down the infected cells or the cancerous cells, and they try to eradicate them. And then the helper cells come back and they try to make it, and they make it better. It's used with hepatitis C, hepatitis B, and as far as immune system modulator, that's what it does. So modulator means it modulates, it makes the immune system stronger. So the coronavirus is out there, illnesses and stuff like that. It's going to boost your immune system, and it's going to make it stronger. Because when you're underneath chemotherapy and stuff like that, and the reason they use it with that is because your immune system is getting broke down anymore. When you take chemotherapy in the body, it kills everything. Good cells, bad cells. It just breaks down the body, and that's why you know those people that get heavy dose of chemotherapy might lose their hair or their body breaks down. I mean, I think we've been through it all. Very, very close. So that's what it is. So, if you guys have any more questions about it, you guys can Google it up. I mean, that's something out there, and you guys can see all the benefits, because it actually went on our newsletter this week, and one of my good friends called me. It was like, he's a big wig. He's like, hey, listen, man. He's like, it's making some pretty big claims in here. I go, listen, I'm not making any claims. I go, this is actually what the drug is approved for by the FDA. So at that point, listen, it has clinical trials behind it, and it's backed by these things. So it will help in a lot of different ways of you not getting sick or boosting your immune system. If you have like autoimmune diseases, this is definitely the therapy for you guys, and that's why we have it out there, and that's why we want to bring it out, because of the coronavirus out there right now.
Now, is this something that people would take consistently throughout, or is this something that, like, in other words, what I'm saying, guys, is don't wait till you get sick and then jump on it.
No.
Take it to prevent the problem, basically. So
absolutely,
if you guys don't wait till engine light comes on, you smell the smoke.
Right.
You keep the oil changed. So if you keep this in your body, you won't get sick. That's the problem. Don't wait till you get sick and then try to load up on this.
Yeah. The best thing to do is try to be preventative about it. Right.
Yes.
Take this stuff in immediately. Try to build your immune system up so you don't break it down or you don't get these things. If you do get sick, this will actually help you get over getting sick quicker, but don't wait till that. Why? I mean, you can always get your car fixed too, but you're gonna have to probably pay a lot more money or have to go through a lot more hassle to do it, right? So that's kind of where it comes into play, all right? So Thymosin Alpha 1, if you guys want to look it up, the manufacturing version is Zadakin. It's Zadaxin. You guys can Google it or Google Thymosin Alpha 1. It'll pop up on the RX list and all those medication lists out there that you guys can check out, okay? So it's really, really good, really cool. The Big Dru Lift Party.
Yes, the Big Dru Lift Party is coming up.
Dru.
It's going to be crazy. Posted a couple clips just letting you know it's coming up. The details are actually coming today. As soon as we're done with this live, we're going to get the finalization on it. We're going to start passing out the flyers. I will give you guys, it's going to be at FAM Tampa, Flex Appeal Miami in Tampa.
Boom.
It's on 275 and Bush, right off the highway, easy to get to if you guys come from out of town. It's a great gym if you haven't been there before. Top of the line equipment, but a kind of a gritty feel. Big open area. They got pictures of bodybuilders up on the wall. Shout out to Derek. Shout out to Anastasia for letting me do it there.
Love you guys.
They're also with Titan now too. Titan's taking over everybody, so it's going to be crazy. It's going to be about 3 or 4 to 5 weeks. I'll give you guys an exact date as soon as we finalize it after this. It's going to be fun. It's going to be networking. It's going to be pro bodybuilders, pro powerlifters, just fitness people, all the Titan people. It's going to be great for pictures. It's going to be great to collab with people. I'm going to give out some free Titan stuff too, as always. Music's going to be cranked up, good vibes only, all fitness levels, so it's going to be off the chain. So as soon as the flyers are up, I'll start shooting out DMs. But it's going to be at Flex Appeal in Tampa, and it's on 275 in Bush.
So Jason, we do service New York right now. We have doctors that are medically licensed in New York and around the country. So that's why we can service all these places. We're looking for a brick and mortar for in New York right now. We've had a couple of different offers as far as Manhattan and some different places. So we're kind of looking at that, but we can't service that area already. So if you guys want help anywhere in the country, call or text us, 727-389-3220. Hormone replacement therapy for males and females. Blood work nationwide. That's everything from hormones, your general liver, kidneys, prostate, electrolytes, cholesterol, plus STD testing through there, food sensitivity testing. We put up the amino acid blood testing, so that's awesome to do because you can really see, listen, if you're not taking Titan Medical Center amino acid injectables, are you taking over-the-counter powder or supplement? Is it working? Are you getting the benefit out of it? And you'll be able to see in blood. Blood doesn't lie.
As soon as you stop, it's like boom.
Boom.
It immediately goes down.
Absolutely.
So blood work doesn't lie, guys. That's the truth.
Blood work is key, man. Blood work is key in everything. So that's another thing. All right, so the Arnold Convention shut down this year because of the coronavirus. Crazy, right?
All this coronavirus stuff is I really don't understand it. I think it's just hype. It's just flu season to me. If you look at the symptoms of it, it's pretty much the same as the flu. It's actually less than the flu. If you look at the symptoms of it. So I mean, I don't agree with them shutting down the whole thing, but if they believe that the coronavirus is that serious, I could see why they would shut it down. I don't think it is, but if you honestly believe that, and you have a whole bunch of people coming from all over the world in a huge convention center, all packed together, we're all wearing tank tops and everything's exposed. Everybody's shaking hands. Hey, how you doing? All day long, shaking hands, taking pictures, hands. And if you guys have been to the Arnold, the bathrooms, there's not too many bathrooms in there. So you can imagine that not everybody's washing their hands all the time like that. So I mean, it takes 20, 30 minutes to get to the bathroom sometimes. You're over there cutting through the crowd. So I can only imagine, I feel bad for the people competing because they're not going to get the crowd. I'm not sure how the family things work. I know originally they were going to say they're going to let family in, but now it's no spectators, just media people. So, I would be pissed off if I prep for 16 weeks and I go there and they got family and friends coming and now I'm by myself.
I guess like the promoters and everybody that put it together were trying to like put people in or do some different things.
Yeah.
And now and now the state in Ohio said that they will sue these people.
Yeah.
And they will bring in. So they're pretty serious about it in Ohio. And listen, Columbus, Ohio. I don't know if you guys ever been there. There's nothing there in Columbus, Ohio. I mean, Ohio State's over there, I guess, but
that is the only thing that
there
goes on there is
there.
the Arnold. That's all they got every year. That's what
even
they
the
report
gym.
to. Yeah, I mean, they have a powerhouse over there. I mean, I'm sure it's slammed. You can't even move around.
It
in
usually
there.
is,
Busy.
man. So.
But I mean, it's gray. It's like an old mill town looking. I don't know.
We've got some Titans out there right now. I know Chrissy's out there on the battlefield right now. So if you guys find her, there's special discounts that we're offering for blood work if you find her, and some special discounts on vitamin amino acid injectable therapies and stuff like that. So, and she's got some free Titan swag. So find Chrissy. She's been posting up. If you guys don't know who she is, you guys go to our page, check her out. And at that point, you guys find her out there if you're out in Ohio. If you're not, don't worry about it. I'm going to pass on some specials after the Arnold for you guys so you guys can take advantage of it. Yeah, man. I mean, the coronavirus is crazy. So me and Art were looking at this the other day. The World Health Organization said that out of all, like, the flu cases, like, they have a terminal rate of, I think it was like 1% or something like that. 0.1%, right? So that means that out of all the people, 0.1% will be terminal. So that means they die.
Corona's 0.00 something.
Coronavirus is 3.4%.
Of who gets it, though.
Of who gets it.
Yeah, but I mean,
so if you get it, 3.4% are going to die.
But how many people get it, though?
I don't know. We don't even know because they don't have enough testing kits.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, we're gonna see how this thing pans out. I mean, it is what it is. Now, listen. They said they've already got a vaccine that they're starting to test on animals right now. So right after animal trials, it's gonna go to human trials. This is not the first time that coronavirus has been around. This coronavirus has been around for a long time, right? And there were other places that were working on this. I guess like 10 years ago for a vaccine. And what happened was they ran out of money. So he's got it up on the screen at about the 0.1% right there. So it's pretty crazy. So.
It's 99.99% that are recovery for the flu.
Yeah.
96.6 recovery for the coronavirus.
And usually these are people that have they have immune systems that have been damaged in some way, shape, or form, problematic. They're older people, they're younger people, and stuff like that. So that's really what it is.
See, I want to know what these numbers like. Where are these people? Because I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean. Where are these people? They say 3 people that got it in this county. Or this people, where are they?
I don't know.
Like
they're quarantined.
Yeah, I mean they may be quarantined, but at the same time, like, how do we really know? Like, where are these? I've never heard of someone that knows someone.
No, not yet.
Like, so it's kind of like
it's just getting here, though.
It's just, it's just kind of coming here.
We don't even have all the flu numbers because not everybody goes to the hospital
for
the flu. So it's the same thing with the coronavirus.
Right.
You can't get both numbers exact. But I mean,
the big thing is that these guys go to the hospital, right? And they're going to the hospital here because they're sick. And they might think it's a flu or whatever it is. And they don't know. We don't even have proper testing here in the United States all around the country to be able to tell if it is the coronavirus or not. So who knows? It just is what it is. At that point, like, we just want to make sure that everybody's safe. And listen, usually when you're pretty healthy, like Dru or me or somebody like that, your immune system is probably built pretty strong right there at that point, and you're probably going to be okay. But it is what it is. Be precautious, I guess.
Especially with elderly too.
Elderly got to be precautious.
It's a different story with the elderly too.
Schools and companies in Seattle are working remotely. So at this point, they've quarantined. Even in the state of Washington, Department of Homeland Security's office got shut down, and everybody got put into quarantine because somebody came in there, had the coronavirus, and then people started getting sick in there, so they shut that down. So they're doing some major things, and probably not telling us everything that's out there, right? We probably don't know everything. I know, like, even Italy, I was watching last night, the news of Milan, and certain parts of Italy are very, very, like, they're like red zones, basically. So they're trying to contain these red zones, and it's still spreading, supposedly. So we have no idea. Just try to be safe as possible. Wash your hands.
Yeah.
Stay away from people if they're sick if possible.
And if you're at the gym, which is probably the worst, one of the worst places you can go to wipe your stuff down.
Yes.
And especially if you're in the sauna, guys. If you think about a sauna, it's nothing but heat. Everyone's pores are open. Everyone's sweating and breathing. and there's no circulation in there.
Man.
So if you go in the sauna, just be careful. Don't be afraid to wear one of those little masks in there if you got to. But the sauna and the gym wipe stuff down because everyone's touching.
Absolutely.
You're touching your hands. You're touching, and then you go in the sauna. I saw a guy in the sauna yesterday. He's laying barebacked on the sauna, just dripping in sweat. I mean, people put their feet up there. I'm sitting on there. I'm sweating. He didn't have a towel. I wouldn't even suggest laying a towel down in the sauna because it will soak right through. But he was laying his bareback on the wooden deck of the sauna, just laying there with his feet up against the wall. I'm like, this guy's crazy. Like,
nasty, man. It's nasty. So, guys, try to just. If it's not yours at home, there's probably 100 people that have been in that spot that we're going to be at. So just, watch out for something like that and do your best. Even with me, I've been going to the gym lately. I brought like a hand sanitizer with me, a little one. Yeah. Like after I've been doing my sets or whatever the equipment is, I've been putting it on my hands, wipe my hands down.
That's how I was yesterday in the gym with Tony. Me and Tony went to the gym yesterday, Antonio. And as soon as we went to the leg machine, he pulled out his little Clorox. He had a Clorox wipe. He pulls out. Hell no. He's like, I'm wiping all this down. It's true, though. A lot of times you forget. And there's little spray bottles in the gym. Yeah. They have a spray bottle, but they have that one rag.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean,
that's probably
they're using that one rag, so that one rag has wiped down like 50 to 100 machines all day. Don't be, just use the paper towel. Like the paper towel, use that, wipe it down. You can throw it away. I see people spraying that rag, wiping the floor with it, wiping this, and just putting it right back on that hook, and that nasty rag just hangs in that hook.
Yeah.
Use paper towels.
That's just like a germ-filled, disease-filled.
Yeah.
Even if it's a regular day, that's nasty, guys. So,
what's up with this Tony Romo? 17 million.
Okay, so Tony Romo, let's get into that. Tony Romo, $17 million a year, and with the endorsements, everything, it knocks it up to $18 million a year, and he's got automatically a 5-year contract.
For what?
So he's a broadcaster, a sports broadcaster now. So you guys know. So let's go back to this.
That's more than he got when he played.
Exactly. So I'll tell you the stats of when Tony Romo played. So Tony Romo played for the Dallas Cowboys, right? He played in 14 seasons.
Oh, wow.
In the 14 seasons, he made $128 million in 14 years of his career. Mm-hmm. He's going to make more money as a broadcaster. He's going to make $180 million as a broadcaster for football. So at this point, he's going to make way more money. He ain't got to take no hits. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't got to perform. All you got to do is get on there and really talk and be entertaining, I guess.
So all you little kids out there with no athletic talent.
Dude, listen, I'm not going to hate on the guy. I'm happy for the guy too, man. Hey, listen, you can get that money. Wow. This is one thing that happens with that. So when one guy gets paid like that, either with it's an athletic contract or let's say this is broadcasting contract, he now opens the door for the next person, because the next person that comes in might be better, might be more in demand. Now he's like, I want more than Tony Romo. Now I want 19 or 20 million or 30 million a year to broadcast.
Now I want to know what these other guys are making now. I'm going to do a little research tonight and actually figure out what these guys are making.
He's got one of the highest paying contracts right now because of that.
I didn't even think it was even like I thought it would be not even 5% of that. Like I didn't even think it would be even close to that much. So if he's making that, even if his is the highest, like how much are the other guys making?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Nobody's gotten over that. But now, I mean, think about it. Now you have some of the old greats that were really good, like Peyton Manning or some of these other guys that really know the sport. And these guys were like, they were top of the line.
They would give Tom Brady or something like that.
Dude, think about it. I mean, when these guys come out, it's going to be great. So, that's right. If you believe you're good at something, you can definitely, get that cheddar, like Jason said, for sure.
It's crazy. You retire, and then you retire.
You make more money.
Not even retire. I mean, you stop playing football, but now I got a better deal. Doing what? Commentating. I'm going up in the box office to make money. You're going to be the owner? No, I'm going to be the commentator. That's crazy.
It's crazy, guys.
No practice. I mean, sure you got to take notes and all that stuff.
Dude, I mean, you're reading off a teleprompter.
Yeah, he's not going to get banged up. He's not going to get criticized if he does bad.
No.
So, I mean, I know he got a lot of criticism. Tony Romo got a lot of criticism.
Absolutely.
So now,
I mean, you could
at the end of the game, he's just like, oh, well, I just talked about it. Not my fault. Whatever.
I mean, so, listen, God bless him. God bless you guys. If you guys can get that type of money doing something you guys love or something that easy, per se, right? And I think that's pretty easy of a job. So I'm not even going to say, it could be hard. You got to read the teleprompter. You got to look all right. You got, just be entertaining. Hey, God bless. Good job, Tony, all right? All right, so let's talk about the VapoShower. All right, so everybody's been asking me, what the hell is the VapoShower, John? So I brought it in. So if you guys can't see,
they can see.
All right, so that's the Vicks VapoShower. And for Dru's people over here, so you guys can see, Vicks VapoShower.
VapoShower, I don't know what that is.
All right, so what this is this. It's these little tablets you put on your shower floor. And it infuses with your shower steam, and then it dissolves clearly.
Wow.
Awesome.
I need it because I hate having that Vicks.
Yeah.
I hate having sticky, smelly stuff.
So here's two things you guys can use, right? If it's sick season or you have bad congestion, you can use this for the shower. So you put this on the floor, and you like what I do is this: I put this on the floor. I put my shower up to the hottest portion. I let it heat up for about a minute or two, and let that vapor just rise and stuff like that. And then I'll get in the shower, put the shower down to like what temperature I'm going to be, just keep dropping on there, and you'll get the vapors from it. So it's awesome to open you up right before you leave, right? And then at night, like I've talked about these before, like the vapor patches. So these, like Dru said, we never like to get slimed. We don't like the Vicks, and you had to wipe on your chest, off your hands. It's nasty. So these little patches, like you put these on your shirt at night, and you stick them right here, and you have none of that garbage, nothing gets on your hands, and you get the vapors the whole night. So at that point, you're opened up the whole night. These are better than anything that I've ever used before. I've had my nose broke like probably about 3 or 4 times already. So probably the inside of my nose is not working too well. So I have a lot of congestion and stuff like that. I get chronic sinusitis. So I like to keep it open as much as possible. These have been better than any of those the stick bands that are supposed to open your nostril and stuff like that. Definitely good. So Vicks is definitely on it. And man, P&G, man, these guys must be making a ton of money because they make this product. They make most of the hand sanitizers that you see. The Clorox, like all that stuff. So that chemical company is making bank.
That shower thing, I'm gonna try that tonight.
I'll actually give you some of these juice so you can try tonight. But that's what they look like. You throw them on your floor in the shower. Put the shower on hot. Let that little steam.
Can you let that float around the bathtub and take a bath, or is that too much?
No, they say not to put this in your bathtub. Okay. Yeah, don't put it in your mouth for kids. So it's not like those Clorox pods. Yeah. It's not going to fizz in your mouth like Pop Rocks. Don't do it. If you want to do something like that for the bath, they have 2 different options. So you can go, and I'll bring it in for you guys so you guys can see. But they have like Epsom salt that has eucalyptus in it.
Yeah, I have some of that. Someone's gave me some CBD.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. I don't really take baths like that. But
it's really good because, the steam automatically from a bath, if you take a hot bath, it's going to open you up. And when you take in this eucalyptus and stuff like that, like that's going to open you up even more. So you can get out a lot of drainage or a lot of, congestion that you have in there. They also have some body wash and stuff like that you can put in there. Or if they have like the bubble bath version too. I'll bring some of this stuff in and show you guys what I'm using it back home.
Quick tip with the Vicks too, guys. If you guys ever get your ears plugged from swimming, if you take a little bit of Vicks and put it on your ear, that eucalyptus will open up your ear.
Cool.
I learned this from a guy a few days ago. I was talking to him at the grocery store. I told him my ears have been, people that know me, my ears, even right now, this one, I can't hear anything out of it. It goes in and out all the time. It's always plugged in and out, in and out.
Right.
So he told me he had the same problem, and he put a little bit of Vicks on his ear before you go to bed. And I don't know how it works, but I tried it the other night, and it actually worked.
Nice.
So,
these are tips that we're sharing with you guys that we actually use, man, that you guys can use.
You can send that to my Cash App.
I don't know, so it's good stuff, guys.
I got some bad news for you, John.
All right, what is it?
Miami Ultra.
Ooh.
Canceled.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry, man.
Whoa. Now that's a huge deal, guys. We're talking about not only for the city, you're talking about multi-million dollars of revenue lost. Yeah, you're talking about these guys have been putting this thing on for at least 20 plus years, guys.
Okay, I'm a house rabbit and I'm old school. What is Miami Ultra?
So Miami Ultra is a music festival they put down in Miami, and it's during Miami Music Week or Winter Music Conference is what it used to be told. So basically, it's these big, huge EDM. They even bring some rappers in and stuff like that, just huge artists, and people come from around the world to go to this. I think
is that kind of like the thing that Ja Rule did with
not
similar.
The Fire Festival.
Similar.
So everybody tries to get this concept and go with it, and they make these other ones like EDC, like Electronic Daisy Carnival. There's different ones out there, but Ultra has been like it's been like at the peak, and it's always been at the peak. It's been like the leader of this forever, and it gets bigger and bigger each year. Last year, I think I went with Harshal, took a boat in there, and like went backstage and stuff like that. It was just ridiculous. But Ultra being canceled and Tomorrowland, Tomorrowland's another big one. That's just like, man, this is crazy. So what is going on that they're canceling all these things? I mean, we gotta think about these things, guys. Like, they're not just gonna cancel these off a whim, right?
Yeah.
They're not. I mean, you're talking about a lot of money at stake. Millions and millions of dollars. Those people that go and play there, like some of the EDM guys like Tiesto or like some of these big names.
Like $100,000 just to go, right?
Shit, $300,000, man, for one artist. I mean, you're talking, like I said, you're talking about, I'm going to say about $100 million in revenue, man. City-wise, hotels charge, they jack it up. So Miami hotels are already expensive. You're probably paying $400 or $500 on a regular night.
Yeah.
During that week, $1,000, $2,000, maybe up, just depending on what it is. Wow, holy cow, I didn't even know about that till now. So thanks, Brian, for bringing that to our attention. We will definitely be talking about that next week a little bit.
I wouldn't plan any trips, anybody. If anybody got any trips, I mean, unless it's like just you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go to any big, huge events. I mean, it's bad to say that, but especially with the Arnold and with the Miami Ultra.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a huge $1,000 gathering, I wouldn't plan a trip.
All right, so Mark, you're on Tuesday. I talked about some therapies after a surgery you had. I'm going for shoulder surgery in a month. Was hoping to get some insight what therapies you were talking about. So, So the big therapies you're going to want to take after surgeries: BPC 157 and TB 500. These are healing peptides, and what they're going to do is they're going to create new blood vessels to the area. They're going to help with inflammation. They're going to help with healing as far as the wound heal as well. So these are going to get you back on track a lot faster than if you were just sitting in bed and not taking anything per se, right? IGF-1 would go along with it. Raising IGF-1 levels will definitely help heal you all. But the BPC 157 and TB 500, those are like the staple of healing as far as what we have. And like I said, when I took BPC 157 originally, when I had the first injury and it first came out from the pharmacies for us, I was very skeptical. Everybody's like, this is a Wolverine healing drug. You know, when something sounds too good to be true, you got to question a little bit. And I'm always a little skeptical about some of these different things and peptides. But man, they are the truth, and they've definitely helped me, and they've helped so many different patients. Me and Sharice were talking in bed last night because we get feedback from patients on how their therapies are going. And one guy said, man, that BPC and TB 500 has definitely healed me all the way together. Yeah. So, you know, they heal a lot of different things, acute injuries especially, or after surgeries. Definitely a way to go. So, Mark, check them out, BPC 157 and TB 500.
Especially if you're lifting heavy, the strength, it's going to help strengthen your connective tissue and ligaments as well. So a lot of times people think the muscle's getting strong and muscle. A lot of injuries come from your connective tissue and ligament not being able to sustain the strength of your muscle.
That's right.
That's why a lot of guys that get strong too quick, they get injured because their muscle ligaments pops.
You're exactly
So it's going to strengthen the connective tissue and ligaments, which then you're not going to get injured. You could push more weight. You don't have to worry about popping. Bicep tears. Quad tears, pec tears, those are because your ligaments aren't strong enough.
That's right.
The connective tissue isn't holding it enough. So it's going to help. Right. It's not going to numb the problem. It's going to help strengthen that so you're not going to have the problem in the long run.
That's right. It can be also used for a preventative.
2-minute warning. Luxe Lingerie Show.
Luxe Lingerie Show this Saturday here at Water. We are one of the main sponsors. We will be there having a whole bunch of Titan gear. The Titan limo is going to be up there. Me and Sharice are going to be up there. We're going to have a whole bunch of filming. Art's going to be up there. Andreas is going to be up there with us. Drew, if you want to come out, you're more than welcome.
I might come out.
You know, check it out. Saturday night from 7 to 11. We're going to be out there rocking and rolling. We got a lot of big events coming, all right? So Luxe Lingerie Show. Next week, World Class Fight League will be here in Tampa Friday night. The fights, MMA, we're going to be there in full effect. We'll have Titan gear. We'll have the Titans out there. Hopefully, Big Dru, you're going to be out there with us.
Definitely.
Check it out.
Know if it's a fight I'm going. Went to the last one. A lot of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, can't wait.
Awesome. The next day, we're going to be at Drop Zone Gunner. That's out in Leesburg. So it's like an hour and a half away from Tampa. Yeah, but it's like going to be an obstacle course that you can shoot guns. Thank you, Jerome, for having us as part of the sponsorship. So we're going to check it out. This is the first year. He invited us last year, but it was a little too far away. We're like,
Leesburg, I'm not familiar with. Where's North?
It's kind of by Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah.
Orlando area.
Northwest.
So it'll be really cool. Over 20 obstacles out there. I think you get to shoot 5 different guns. So it's going to be really cool.
Have Antonio come out there.
Yeah, right. He'll be giving a class.
He'll go out there.
Putting the show on, boy. For sure. So that's going to be a really cool one. After that, we don't get into April. Mad Burger Fest in Madeira Beach. Hey, listen, we're talking about beef today. We're going to go out there, see what the best burger is, do some reviews on it. That's going to be really, really cool. After that, Tampa Bay Jeep Fest. It'll be in Clearwater. You've got Jeeps like cars. We're going to be out there. We like to do a lot of different events. Be diverse, hit diverse crowds and show people, hey, listen, it's not about just working out or bodybuilding or this and that. But hey, listen, we like other things too. There's other hobbies out there. You got to have a balanced life. Don't be extreme in one way or another.
This guy is bringing me out to another world. You guys know me as, man, 100% gym, fitness, bodybuilding, nutrition, training. So I actually stepped out with him the other night for his birthday. Had a great time. Thanks a lot. I had too much fun.
I loved it,
but,
man.
It was good to do something different besides gym life. So you guys will be seeing at some of these events. The car show was fun too.
Man. Festival of Speed was awesome. After that, we will be heading back to Deke Warner with a title sponsor. His 25th anniversary this year. We represent, that's out in Orlando, Olympus High School. We'll be there for the Mid-Florida Classic. After that, Iron Bay Classic with our man Jose Santiago, Son Tran. I've been getting Jose ready right now. He's going to do a couple shows this year. I've been dialing him in. Going to get his stuff on track. So big shout out to those guys. We love those guys.
Definitely going to have him looking right.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit different now when you got Titan behind you.
Titan Show. Titan Health and Lifestyle Show every Sunday, 11 a.m. on ABC. We have all different types of stuff, from lifestyle stuff, behind the scenes, Cupid's Corner for, basically you couples out there trying to get that ignited flame or get some tips on how you can make things better. We have all different types of stuff. So, Dru's on there. I'm on there. We have some of the athletes on there, some walkthroughs. We're going to be giving away the Titan Fitness programs. If you guys don't know what that is, stay tuned to social media. I made a video yesterday so you guys know exactly what it is, and we'll be giving away some of those programs for free. So, custom diets for 12 weeks, custom training programs. You can use these along with therapies, plus a lot of support groups in the mix. So, stay tuned to that, and we'll have a lot more information for you guys. We got 23 seconds, so I want to say thank you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Big Dru, you got anything else to say?
That's pretty much it. Be on the lookout for the flyer. I'm going to be posting it tonight. I'll be sending out the DMs for the Lift Party. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait.
Yes.
It's going to be insane.
Yes. So thank you guys for tuning in. Titan Lifestyle Big Dru every Friday, 2 p.m. We'll see you next week. Titan Talk Tuesday and Titan Lifestyle Big Dru next Friday, guys.
Tighten up.
Tighten up, baby.
I'm tightened up. Y'all better tighten up.